Hello, good people. How are you doing? This is CJ Atemo the Sage, and we are on Wisdom Moments on K24. This is a platform on which we bring you information, insight, knowledge, giving you building blocks for a successful and fulfilling life, hoping that each and every day that you come right here or we come to you on your screens, you get something to go and work with, and that your perspective concerning life is broadened and you make better choices as well as you're becoming a better person. And so every Monday to Friday, 9:55 a.m., I come right here on Wisdom Moments and K24. And I hope that if you have just stumbled into this today, you will set reminders, you will set notifications, and just get yourself tuned in every day, unless you have a real reason and a compelling reason for you not to watch. But you see, even if you're not able to watch it, then we have my YouTube channel as well, CJ Atemo, which I would like to invite you to subscribe to, because all the videos are uploaded right there, CJ Atemo on YouTube. So subscribe to the channel, set notifications so that anytime we upload the videos, you get to know. Also watch, like, post comments, and share them with your fraternity and your friends, and we're so glad to do that. I'm also on other social media platforms, CJ Atemo on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and also LinkedIn. If you prefer to have it the formal way, old-fashioned way, doing emails, if you're not on social media, you're the mature type that we love, please get in touch via the email cjatsol@gmail.com. and let's get interactions over there. If you want me to come for a speaking engagement, for training, if you're trying to join our school, CJ Atemo School of Leadership Castle, check it out on Facebook as well, because we've got the intake going on right now. Whatever it is, you need some sessions, coaching, you want to get some mentorship, you want perspective, get in touch. And we're so glad to just get back in touch with you. I started talking about family and finance, and I say the family finances, that's a combination and a concoction of emotions, because talking about family just alone brings so much emotions. If we were just to talk about relationships and families and marriage and how people are supposed to work around it and handle it and the challenges people face, it would be so emotive. We are always as divided as we are. See, everybody has their own thinking, their own way, their own understanding, their own upbringing, their own dreams, their own aspirations on how a family should be. And then if you talk about money, that divides us even the more. When you bring those together, family and finance, it just becomes this concoction of emotions that sometimes we don't really delve into the issues that we would need to, because we are afraid of the emotions, the dust that rises anytime we try to raise those kind of conversations. And it is my belief that most people don't really get into conversations around money. So I said yesterday that if you were going to have healthy family financial relationships, then you were going to have to learn how to make money an easy conversation. You're going to have to learn how to make money an easy conversation. Now, see, a lot of people don't even have conversations around money. All they do is meet up at a place, meet up at a restaurant, sit over there and not know what they can order. So they look at each other and they're asking each other, so what will you take? And the other one was, well, I'm still checking out the menu to see what they have. But what's going on in their minds is a money conversation. Probably somebody did not plan to go to a particular place. They didn't plan to spend a certain amount of money. They're sitting over there. They've been invited into this place. They don't know whether they will pay their own bill or the other person will pay the bill. And this becomes a foundation for a lot of relationships. And it keeps on going on even into the place of marriage. Because in the older days, it was easier. It was easier because the man would take the bill. Today, the man is saying, we need to split. They say it's going Dutch. Well, I'm African, so they say it's going Dutch. So now we've got these black Dutch people around, and they're not talking about their expectations, and it begins to become very difficult from the onset. So somebody will probably scale down on what they wanted to take because they're not sure they're going to pay the bill. If they're going to pay the bill, they need it to be lower. Or if the other person is paying the bill, they don't want the person to pay the bill and talk about them elsewhere. So most of the conversations around money begins around the bill. But it's not supposed to be so. You are supposed to have easy conversations about money, how you make money, how you spend money, what do you think about money, your money philosophies. Just like you talk about the friends you meet, your background, your school, your family. It is important for you to also talk about money easily so that when money is spoken about, you don't cringe. When money is talked about, you don't feel the need to put up a defense or you don't feel attacked. You don't feel that somebody wants to use you. We wouldn't be having all this kind of talk that men would have, that women are gold diggers or materialistic, if money was an easy conversation. On the other hand, we wouldn't also have the conversations of women who feel like men are no longer gentlemen anymore because they no longer take bills if we were having money conversations. So instead of having assumptions and instead of having expectations that are not expressed, why don't we just have money conversations even around the family? I work, I earn this amount, these are my dreams, these are my goals. I want to be saving this, I want to be doing that. Just have money conversations and make it very easy. It doesn't have to be when there are bills, when there's a loan to take. It doesn't have to be when there's serious matters. Have money conversation as an easy conversation. The next thing that I would like to point out to you today is that structure your money goals. Structure your money goals. That means if we are both coming in and we have different goals, for these goals to converge and merge, there has got to be a structure to it. It can't just be, for example, that we have agreed to split the bills. He pays for the rent, I pay the house manager. Or she does this, I do this. It can't just be like that. Because then somewhere along the line, when you really need to do a bit more together, or when one person begins to fail at what their responsibility would be, somebody else would feel that they're being taken advantage of. Structure your money goals. What are your individual goals? Then what are your family goals? So can you bring a convergence towards the three goals that you have? There is the goal of the man, there is the goal of the woman, then there is the goal of the couple as well. These are three goals, three financial goals right together. So you've got to form this triangle, structured so that no part of the triangle seems to be overlooked. The woman has her goals. She probably wants to do certain things for herself or even for her family. Invest part of her money, that's very valid. The man feels he needs to do certain things for himself as well, and he had these plans even before he got into the family setup. That's still valid. But then you cannot run a family without having a place of convergence when it comes to your money matters. It's the same reason, no matter how devolved systems we would ever have in the counties, we still need a national government because there has got to be a common vision and a common goal. So you will most probably have your common goals as superseding the individual goals, but you do not kill the individual goals. If you choose, for example, that we are going to have one account, a joint account. Now, this is part of structuring your money goals. If you're going to decide that for what we need to do and for what we need to have, we're going to have a joint account. From the joint account, you still need to know that there are individual goals. So you have to then be gracious to the individuals and agree how much of the joint account money is going to come to me at a personal level. Because if I am working and earning 70,000 and you're working and you're earning 70,000, we can't just put the 140 in there and then I never even have money for fuel, for airtime, for a meal, for entertainment, for hair, or whatever it is, hang out with the boys. It would be impractical to work like that. So even when you have this, the joint goal, so you say we're going to have a joint account, for example, you still need to find a way that the joint account feeds these individuals so that they don't feel like they're slaves to the system. Now, if you decide that you're going to have your own accounts, separate accounts, then you have to agree still, when we need to converge, what do we put in? What is it that we are required to put in? Now, sometimes you are even in a relationship or a marriage with somebody who does not bring money home, probably because they don't have a job. You have to look at what else do they bring into this space. It is still part of the structuring of the money, because there are people who have, I'll use this mostly wives who are stay at home, whose contribution to the financial success of that marriage is so humongous, just that it cannot be quantified. They eliminate the need to have so many other people taking the money from the home, taking the money from these people, because they take care of the children, they take care of the home, they direct, they instruct, they manage, and it helps the man have the peace of mind enough to go out and make as much money as he wants. He knows that his children are well. He knows that his home is taken care of. He has that peace. He can go out and come back in and have a place, a safe place that builds him, renews him, re-energizes him to go out and make more money. So when you have that kind of a setup as well, and when you agree that this person is going to be a stay-at-home mom or even dad, depending on the circumstances that you are in, then you also have to ask yourself, what are the individual goals that this person has? What are the dreams that they have? And how do we work out a way to ensure that the family unit is not killing their individual financial goals? I hope that this has been helpful to you, and I hope that you will be able to begin having these conversations and picking up and looking at what you're able to do from wherever you are, whether you are dating, courting, or in marriage, or you are actually headed towards retirement in marriage. Whatever stage you are in, I hope that this is helpful to you. Till the next time, it's the Sage, CJ Atemo, and this has been Wisdom Moments on K24.